renarspodcast.
Can you tell me what is going on now with your bodybuilding career? Where is this staying? You still I know you're coaching, you have your clients, but now you're going to be doing Muay Thai and stuff, and getting into stunts and getting into film stuff. So what's going to happen with that?
Yeah. I would say it's a bit of a transition now. I think I stopped competing back in 2015.
Yeah.
I made that decision because I just I done it as a challenge for myself, just to see how I'd do on the stage, and it was good. Winning trophies and stuff, got the opportunity to travel. But one thing I wasn't really feeling about it was it wasn't a true representation of health. Because competing, the dieting is very rigorous, and I was doing certain things like with my diet, which it wasn't normal, under-eating and just like doing excessive amounts of cardio and almost malnourishing myself just to look a certain way. And I was starting to get followers and clients that were really interested in that. Like, I want to compete as well. Now, I didn't mind doing that for myself. Even though I didn't like it, it was a challenge for me. But for me to then instruct someone else to go through that, it just didn't feel moral. Like, it just felt like, why would I put someone else through that? What's the word? It just seemed as if I was really trying to cause harm to someone else. I'm responsible for myself. So if I, do whatever, like salt and water manipulation, that's my body. But to instruct someone else to do that, I don't know how they're going to respond.
Yeah, and you don't want to have that responsibility as well. Like if someone actually get hurt and get whatever, it's like with stunts as well. You go do some flips or whatever, and someone sees that video, I'm going to do that without any training, nothing, and then they break their foot and stuff, and you're like, oh, but I saw you doing it. Well, I have a little bit of training before that, just tiny bit. But yeah, can you tell me of any, are you okay to talk about any of these kind of crazy things what you had to do before competition, which you would think now it's like nuts? I would not suggest people to do that.
Well, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, in the field of bodybuilding, I think a lot of people know there's a lot of performance enhancers. I never touched any of that stuff. But even if you're just involved in competing, people just assume. Oh, you must be taking stuff. Why? Oh, because you're so shredded. Yeah, but that's your reason?
Yeah.
Because I'm shredded. You got to have something better than that. It's like, have you realized how long I've been training for? And just that association itself, I was like, do you know what, man? Like, I don't feel my efforts are being respected enough. I don't really want to be in this field. I just want to just be out of that. And I'm like, look, this is just me, just keeping in shape. But yeah, like, just if like my maintenance amount was 2,200 calories or something, I might have to eat like 1,800 calories or maybe less or something like that, and do cardio every single day with resistance training. And, while you're working as well, long hours, it's just exhausting.
Yeah.
You're working and you have to train, and it's just really exhausting in hope that you might get a trophy.
Yeah.
Just tired. And then I think just before the show, you would take salt out of your diet. I can't remember what it was. Take salt out of your diet for like a couple of days while you drink like excessive amounts of water, like maybe like 5 to 8 liters of water.
Jeez.
Some dumb shit. It is really dumb shit. Just so I can look a certain way. Like, yeah, you'll look tight and shredded, but that's just visible shit. That's not good for your health.
Yeah.
And I just thought, okay, yay, I got a trophy, but I'm like, that's just not good, man.
Yeah.
I can achieve, earn respect another way.
Yeah.
And I think one of the main things was I just didn't want to be influencing people to do that, because I realized that as my visibility was growing on social media, people are watching me. So I want to do what you do. I'm like, do you know what? I don't compete anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be part of that.
It's interesting that you talking about that, how I remember the only competition I did, the one you were judging, and you thought that I'm just taking total mockery about all the competition, doing my thing there. But I remember, like, in the backstage when guys were getting ready, some of them felt like they're just gonna drop any moment. They'd be like haven't had whatever the water, whatever they were not allowed to eat and stuff. And I thought, like, for me, just one time, just to see that, I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why would you put your body through this? Oh, you healthy, you fit, you barely can walk on that freaking stage.
Yeah,
that's insane. And you see, it's interesting with fighters, the same thing. Like I interviewed some of the fighters, talked to them, and they had this thing called weight cutting. So they cut their weight before the weigh-ins. So it's very important. So let's say if your normal weight is 80 pounds, but you want to fight with someone who is 75 pounds, right? Because obviously it's advantage for you to be to fight someone who is lighter than you, right? So they go get ready for their weigh-ins, and as soon as they weigh in, and then I think they have a couple of days before they fight, they drink and eat and whatever, and they get back to kind of their normal weight. And one of my guests, Anthony Angelin, Anthony, he's a very high-level fighter in Asia. And his first fight ever, he went and someone couldn't make the weight, and the coach sent him out to do some running, who's already like been not eating properly for how long time, to go out running, skipping rope, whatever. The guy collapsed, and on the way to hospital, he died. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just nuts.
And that was his coach.
Yeah, it's just nuts. And like, but have you heard any close calls for like bodybuilders or like fitness models for go for competition? They almost pass out or pass away then because of like cutting the weight and just going through that crazy stuff.
Not really. Just feeling like crap. Really.
Yeah, but nothing like serious. No one get like in a danger.
No, not from my experience backstage. Just people feeling like crap. But yeah, it's, you know, people getting drunk backstage as well. Oh yeah, it used to be a tradition where you'd have a single glass of wine.
Wine.
Yeah, dry white wine. But backstage basically turned into an off license or a pub. You know? Everyone's just like drinking all sorts of stuff.
Because when I competed that one time, Rowan taught me that as well. Yeah. But I stayed at his, I remember, we had that glass of wine night before. He's like, Renars, you need to drink it. You're going to get shredded. I was like, oh shit. I've been trying to get shredded all my life with this shit.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is. But yeah, it's like, imagine like you've been, you don't drink water for I don't know, for about 24 hours or something. Like you drink excessive amounts of water, then you don't drink anything, and then all of a sudden you're drinking alcohol, like while you're dehydrated. Like, what is that all about? Some dumb shit. Like,
it's like the next thing you take a little rabbit's foot and rub around your ear.
Yeah, I know, right?
You get it shredded.
Hop on one leg and I don't know, man. Some dumb shit. And I just thought, I don't want to be a part of that circle.
So when was your last competition now?
2015.
That is 7 years ago.
Yeah.
That was W something competition.
Yeah, WBFF Worlds.
Yeah.
In Vegas.
Vegas. There you go, I wrote down WBFF World Championships. Second place in the muscle model category.
Yes. That was good. It was a great competition, met some great people, done some photo shoots afterwards, and then just enjoyed a holiday. You know? And I think I'd made that decision that was going to be my last competition. I think I'd done that because, well, I'd done that competition because so many people was like, yeah, let's get back on the stage. I want to see you. And I was like, you know what? I'll do something for the fans. And then after I was like, yeah, this is going to be the last one.
Wow. So, and since then you've been focusing on coaching?
Yeah, really? Just coaching, really. And just kind of educating myself and learning more about optimal health and fitness.
That's
just
amazing, man.
Taking it a bit further. I think during the competing stage, I was just learning about different areas of health on an intracellular level, you know, rather than just, you know, well, what's your macros? How much protein, carbs, and fats you eating? And
that's where comes in the infrared sauna, which you have at home for a while now. And you were so excited telling me about it earlier. So, if we can talk a little bit about that kind of stuff. So also cold baths and cold stuff.
Blah, blah, blah. Renarspodcast.